Right, time for some food now. Shivi's in the kitchen. What are you making?
It's Katsu chaos. So I've got a Katsu curry, chicken Katsu curry with a quick cucumber pickle.
Oh, lovely.
And I think I should get going because there's a fair bit to do.
What's lovely about this is you're not just doing chicken, you're doing it for everybody, aren't you? There's a vegetarian one and a fish one.
Exactly. So the Katsu element is basically the breaded element. So I've got chicken, these gorgeous juicy pert breasts here, but you can also do aubergine and courgette slices, and you can also do fish.
Brilliant.
So let's get with that chicken. I've got a little funny trick to show you as well. Love a few tip and techers. This is a good way to bread food without getting really claggy hands.
OK.
Oh, OK.
You know when you get those Mickey Mouse gloved hands?
Yeah.
So one hand dry. I always wiggle this one so I don't put it in the wrong place.
Yeah.
And then wet.
One hand wet.
That's
And the
so
dry
good.
hand comes back in 1 minute. Last little time there.
Oh, that's such a good idea.
Give that a little twist over.
One hand dry.
And the other one wet.
Shivi, that's so impressive.
That's a really good idea.
That's so simple, but so true.
That's it.
That's just common sense, isn't it? And
It's
yet,
brilliant.
I never ever do that.
So because you end up with these massive Mickey Mouse glove hands.
It's
So
so
I'm just
good.
going to add this here. I'm going to wash my hands.
And that's the reason why Shivi is now the actual resident chef on Kate Galloway's brand new show.
I hope that's
Galloway's
the only
Saturday,
reason.
isn't it? But it's one of the reasons.
Galloway's
One of
Good
the
Stuff
reasons.
show, your resident chef of all 22 shows, starts next Saturday, 16th of April at 8:30 on ITV.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
Is that
very
8:30
exciting.
in the morning?
Shivi, is that 8:30 in the morning?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, great.
This is going to go in for 25 minutes until it's golden. Yeah, and it's beautiful. I've seen the set and it's going to be fun. Lots of gorgeous, simple recipes.
Amazing. You're amazing. It's going to be such a good
I'm
show.
so starstruck already.
I'll be in bed watching that. I'm going to enjoy that.
Shivi, I hope you don't mind. I've started eating already.
Start eating.
It's so
Start
nice.
eating.
Get involved,
Nice,
babes.
isn't it?
Get
Now,
involved.
we've done the katsu. Now I'm going to show you the curry sauce element. So it's different to an Indian-style curry. It's sweeter. So I've got carrots and onions softening here.
What's the origins of katsu? Because in my head, I always get it at a certain Japanese restaurant.
Wagga what?
Yeah, exactly. So, is it Japanese or?
It is Japanese, but interestingly enough, apparently, because, you know, obviously somebody else is going to find out that this isn't the case, but the Brits took it across to Japan. So they introduced the idea of curry, and Japanese took it and made it their sweet own dish that you're going to experience now.
That's interesting.
Oh, this is delicious.
Drop half my ginger on the garlic on the top there. So I've added curry powder, so it's mild curry powder with garlic. And now to that, I'm going to add stock. So I've got chicken stock here, but if you're vegetarian and you're making it with aubergine and courgette, use vegetarian stock.
If you wanted it a bit spicier, what would you do?
Add medium curry powder or hot curry powder.
Okay.
But traditionally, it's not supposed to be spice. It's just supposed to be quite mellow and sweet.
Chilled.
And so you'd leave that to simmer for 20 minutes, and it's really important to give that time to let those flavours infuse, and then you give it a blitz, and this is starting to look more familiar, right?
Yeah.
So
I
give it a
mean,
little
that
blitz.
comes from that is really, really interesting.
Just finish that blitz
So
off.
just to go through that again, what's in the bottom of that pan?
So this pan, we started with carrots and onions. Then I added garlic and curry powder, mild curry powder. And if Alison wants a bit more of a whack, medium or hot, you can go all out. But I did that with my kids
And
by
then
accident.
chicken stock, and then 20, and that's 20 minutes.
Chicken stock and 20 minutes. Let that sit and infuse, and then you blitz it together. And the final flourishes, peanut butter going in there. Now you could swap the nut butter if you have an allergic reaction to peanuts. It will change the flavour somewhat, but it's safe for you.
Because the nuts are they're a real thing in with the katsu sauce, right?
It is really a real thing, and sometimes there's coconut used in this, but I'm keeping it simple, so you're going to get the same result very simply. I've also added soy and then honey as well. So the beauty of this, again, if you're vegan, swap the honey for agave or maple syrup.
Yeah.
So then you can make this fully vegan. I love when it can easily swap like that.
And then, because my wife's got an allergy, so then you'd swap the peanuts for coconut, which she's fine with, and that'd be fine?
You can do that. Now, it will change the flavour. It will.
Because then it will taste more, more cornery, or...?
No, it won't taste more cornery. You will just lose that element of nuttiness, right? But you're still going to get the sweetness, because peanut butter is inherently sweet. So, and you give that a nice little mix. So...
The sweetness is so lovely, honestly.
That is
really
what it's
nice,
about.
Isn't it?
I'm going to bring this across here. I just want to show you this really quickly. This is hot, guys, but I don't know if you want to grab your fork and just take a little bit of the fish.
Okay.
Now, this is the beauty of that sauce. If you make it in a massive batch, you can, if you're a freezer-phile, like I am, you freeze it like this. So midweek, all you have to do is take it out of your freezer, defrost it. You don't have to bread. You can just buy some, ready-made chicken goujons. Midweek meal in moments.
Really lovely.
So the
Oh,
last
the aubergine's
bit...
gorgeous.
so good, right?
Do you have to soak the aubergine or anything before?
No.
Just sliced aubergine and
yes,
that's it?
And that will just convince any veg hater that actually it's OK.
Oh, my goodness, I would give up chicken for this. This is great.
The aubergine.
Result.
OK, so talk us through what you're doing now.
Quick pickled cucumber, just cucumber slice, chilli, sugar, salt, and cider vinegar. And that's it. And leave it to settle until you get it looking at it sort of relaxed and rested like that.
You're doing so well.
It's Katsu chaos. There's so much to do.
You're doing so well.
So, with this, like, how long do you leave that salad for to... just to
marinade.
Marinade?
Yes. So pretty much when you're starting the sauce, do it half an hour before. It's ample.
It's so nice, the cucumber, isn't it?
So just finally slice this gorgeous chicken.
This is one of my favourite meals that we've had so far.
Yeah, it's great.
But what is amazing is that you can have this already, right? You can do this ahead of time, put the sauce in the freezer. So during the midweek, as I said, you don't really have to worry about making it all from scratch. And actually, you know, if you have it with the veggies, you've got carrot, aubergine, courgette. You can really pack in your 5 a day. On the way to 5 a day.
And also for kids, it's kind of, you know, because a lot of kids now...
My son loves this dish.
Right, and a lot of kids, because of that certain Japanese restaurant, are well-versed in the katsu world, right?
Yeah.
It's probably a real kid-friendly dish too, don't it?
Get your kid to make it for you.
Do you know what? I would probably eat anything if it's doused in that sauce. So it's a really great way to hide loads of other things that maybe people don't enjoy eating.
The lovely thing is it's a lot... Because when we knew that you were doing this today, I just thought, wow, that sounds like quite a complicated dish, but you've made it, it's really simple.
Oh, the salad is incredible.
It's so good. It's simple, but it's so full of flavour and the colours. So, you know, we've served it with a bit of red cabbage here as well. Again, you can put a nice coleslaw with it, and it is just so good. And it's simple. It's my kind of food, right?
Yeah.
Easy. Are you happy?
Really happy.
Yeah?
How excited are you about this show?
Oh, I am so excited. It's going to be so much fun. It's going to be so much fun, you know. You wake up on Saturday morning, you feel good.
You start prepping the recipes already?
Oh, she's all over it.
You know how it is, a little bit. But it's going to be brilliant, you know. And Kate, you know, she's in the kitchen with me, and she's a dab hand at cooking, so we're going to have a lot of fun sharing beautiful, simple recipes so you can make it your Saturday tea.
Thank
Chevy,
you,
this is brilliant.
Shivi. All the
Thank you
details
so
of today's
much.
recipes go to the This Morning app.